Okay, welcome everybody to another phrasal verbs lesson. This phrasal verbs lesson will still be working from the Advanced Phrasal Verbs book by Michael McCarthy and Felicity Odell, I think, but it's Cambridge University Press. It's called Advanced Phrasal Verbs. You will find it. It will be the first thing you find if you look for it on Google. And today we're looking at chapters 31 to 35. And chapter 31 only focuses on phrasal verbs which are used very often in the imperative as an instruction or an order, something like that. So the first one I think is quite rare, take it away, and it's used usually in entertainment, in a performance. The singer might say to his band, take it away, and it means start playing the song. But the presenter of the TV show could say to the group, the band, the musician, the singer, take it away. And it means start singing, start performing. So quite a rare one. You can only use it if you mean start singing or start performing. And if you keep an eye out for, if you listen out for this phrasal verb on entertainment shows, you probably will hear it at some stage. Okay, if the presenter says give it up for the next group, he is asking the audience to clap. He's asking for an applause. So when he says give it up for the next act, he means please put your hands together. That's another way they say it, put your hands together. So that's another one, put your hands together, meaning clap. Now is the time to start clapping. Put your hands together. It's a signal to the audience that they start clapping. Give it up for the next act. Give it up for the next people that are performing, whoever they may be. It could be a musician, could be a singer, it could be anybody who's performing. It doesn't have to be a singer or a musician. Okay, if you say go ahead, it means please do what you're going to do. Please go ahead and do it. So if a student in the class or a pupil says, Dave, can I go to toilet? I might say, go ahead. And it means, go on, go to toilet. Do what you want to do. It's basically when you give permission to someone to do what they want to do. But not just give permission, but instruct them to do it. So go ahead is very common, and it just means do what you have asked to do, or do what you would like to do what you want to do. So you might be at a restaurant and your friend says, can I get you a drink? Can I get you a beer, Dave? I'll probably say, go ahead. I would love a beer. Okay, if you say go on or come on or go for it, this is very often used as a way of encouraging a sportsman. So if you're in the audience, if you're among the spectators at a football match, you might be shouting, go on, come on. In fact, we very often will shout, go on or come on to encourage our football team. But it could be at the Olympics when we're encouraging our runner or our swimmer, whoever it is. This is a way of encouraging people. I could even use it on pupils as well if they're struggling with, perhaps they're struggling with whatever they're supposed to be doing, and I say, come on, go on, meaning, come on, you can do it. Don't give up, you can do it, go for it, do your best. Yeah, so it's just a way of encouraging sportsmen or maybe other people, but usually sportsmen. If you say hang in there or keep it up, it means don't give up. It means, you'll often say, again at a football match, you might say hang in there, meaning don't give up, you're going to win, come on, go for it. But whereas these are words of encouragement, just general encouragement, meaning you can do it, these are more likely to mean don't give up, you're almost there, you're almost at the finish line, you can reach it, you can reach your goal, hang in there, keep it up. So it doesn't have to be sport. You could say it to someone who has a certain project and they haven't quite finished it, and you want them to see the project through. You want them to complete the project. And so you say, hang in there, don't give up, keep it up, keep going. Okay, if you say roll on Monday, it means you really want Monday to come as soon as possible. It means something exciting is happening on Monday. Maybe there's a party you're going to go to, so you say roll on Monday. Maybe it's a day off, maybe it's a bank holiday, and so you say roll on Monday. And it means come on Monday, I want you to come as soon as possible because I'm looking forward to that day. So you might say roll on Christmas if you're looking forward to Christmas, or roll on the weekend if you can't wait to finish work for a couple of days and enjoy yourself. Okay, if you say pipe down, it means quieten down. It means please, shut up would be a rude way of saying it. This is perhaps a little bit less rude than shut up, although I wouldn't say it to an adult if you don't want to offend them. I think teachers in classes very often say quieten down, which is a nice polite way of saying, make less noise. But pipe down would be a little bit ruder than quieten down, but not quite as rude as shut up. Now, if you don't believe what somebody's telling you, if you think they are pulling your leg, if you think they are kidding, you might say, come off it. And this is very common, this one, come off it. I don't believe that. What a load of rubbish. So if I read the newspapers or watch the news on TV, most of the time these words are running through my mind of come off it. That just isn't true. That's obviously a load of rubbish. That's set up. There's a lot of stuff which makes you think, come on. So even come on, which could be a word of encouragement, it can also be disbelief, shock at the rubbish that you're hearing. You say, come on, that can't be true. You're pulling my leg. Okay? So dream on is what you might say to someone if you think they're being too hopelessly optimistic about something. Perhaps they think that they're going to be the next superstar, the next... perhaps they think they're going to play for Manchester United because they're so good at football, and you might think, dream on, that's never going to happen. There's a lot of competition in this sport, and there are a lot of other youngsters who also would like to play for Manchester United, so dream on is probably not going to happen. Okay, if you say cut it out, knock it off, or leave off, it's when you're annoyed with someone's behaviour. Very often parents would say this to their kids. Maybe you're on a long car trip and your kids are in the back and they're arguing again. You might say, cut it out, knock it off, leave off, stop bickering. Bicker is another word which we use for argue. It's not a phrasal verb, but it's quite a good one. And so if they're bickering in the back, you might tell them to cut it out, to knock it off, to leave off. So it's when you tell people to stop doing something annoying. If you want someone to wait, you might say hang on, hang about, hold on. All of those means wait. All of those mean wait a second. Wait a second. Hang on, hold on, hang about. So they all mean wait, basically. Listen up means listen carefully. I'm going to say something important. So listen up. I'm going to describe some more phrasal verbs. Be attentive. And if you go easy on someone means that for some reason you don't go hard on them. Go easy on someone. If you're a teacher, maybe someone has misbehaved, and if you go easy on them, you give them a very lenient, light punishment. You go easy on them. But it doesn't have to be used in that way. Maybe you have a test for the students, for the pupils, and because they've had a long break in the summer, you decide to go easy on them and make the test quite easy. So to go easy on someone means to treat them delicately and carefully in a fragile way, because you don't want to make things too difficult for them. Okay, if you're the manager of a company, you might farm out some jobs to another country because you can't afford to pay the workers in your country. Farm out always means delegate. It could also mean when you farm out jobs, you usually give those jobs to another company. If you farm out a part of the business, you maybe sell that, you hive off that part of the business, you sell it off, you separate it and sell it, and then farm out that part of the business to another country. So to farm out is basically to delegate. You could delegate jobs to another place, or you could farm out all sorts of things. You could farm out your projects to another place because they can do it at a much cheaper price. Okay, if you slog or slave away, you work really hard and it sounds negative. It sounds like you're doing loads of work and that you shouldn't actually be doing that much work. So if you're working for a particularly unreasonable boss, you might say that you've been slogging away for ages, you've been slaving away, because otherwise you'll lose your job or your salary.